Hi, everyone. It's Miss Helene. I hope you guys are having a fun time, a fun day, and maybe you got to go outside and play for a little bit. It wasn't very cold outside, but it still is winter. So, do you remember what we talked about the last time? All the warm things that we wear when we go outside. Remember when we dressed this little boy? We had to put on his pants, his jacket, his hat, his scarf, his boots, and his mittens, right? And when you go outside to play, you have to dress in all your clothes so that you can stay warm. And we also talked about all the fun things that we do in the winter. We go sleigh riding, we go, let's see, what else do we remember? When we come inside, we drink hot chocolate. You can go skiing. You can build a snowman, right? If there's snow on the ground. And you can go sleigh riding with your friends, right? Those are all the fun things that you can do when you're outside. Then we also talked about the different animals that live outside. Does anybody remember the animals that like to live in the cold? The snowy owl, very good. A reindeer, right? Because the reindeer likes to help Santa Claus during Christmas time, and he helps guide his sleigh in the nighttime. What else is there? A polar bear, yes. A walrus, and also, who's this? Mr. Penguin. Penguins like to live in the cold. And a penguin is a type of bird. And we're going to watch a story about a penguin that really wants to fly. But penguins don't fly. Penguins are birds that don't go in the air. But you're going to see where they do go. You're going to listen to the story. And then we're going to make our own penguin. Sounds like fun? Good job. Okay, so let's see the story. Hmm.
The Penguin Who Wanted to Fly. The Penguin Who Wanted to Fly by Catherine Vase. Flip-Flop sat on his favorite thinking rock and looked up at the sky. I wish I could fly, he said to himself. Flip-Flop stood up. He looked down at his wings and flapped them. Nothing happened. Flip-Flop couldn't fly. That night, Flip-Flop had a dream. He dreamed he was flying. It was so quiet and peaceful up there in the starry sky. The next morning, Flip-Flop had an idea. He would make himself some wings. Can I help? Asked Polar Bear. Flip-Flop climbed on top of Polar Bear and flapped his wings. Flip-flap,
What's going to happen?
flop. Oops, said Flip-Flop. But it didn't matter. Flip-Flop had another idea.
Hmm.
Just the thing, said Flip-Flop, as he pulled out his special helicopter cap from his dress-up trunk. He spun around and around and around and around and around, spinning faster and faster, until he spun out of control.
Nope.
Ouch, cried Flip-Flop as he flopped to the ground. I feel very dizzy.
He couldn't fly.
That night it snowed. In the morning, Flip-Flop was very excited. He had thought of another idea. He would build an airplane out of snow. A snowplane.
Ooh, I wonder if that would work.
Flip-Flop was very pleased with himself as he climbed in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He waited for his snowplane to take off. And waited. And waited.
Did it go anywhere? No.
Oh dear, Flip-Flop sighed as the sun came out and melted his snowplane. But it didn't matter. Flip-Flop had another idea. a better idea. He got a balloon and tied a piece of string to it. The balloon floated upward, and so did Flip Flop. I'm flying, said Flip Flop excitedly. I am really flying. And he was.
Oh,
until
no. Oh,
Flop
no.
went the balloon. Flop went Flip Flop. Poor Flip Flop.
You can't fly with a balloon.
I am never going to fly, he cried.
He's so sad.
Polar Bear gave his friend a hug. Come with me, he said.
Polar Bear is a very good friend.
Polar Bear gave Flip Flop a gentle push down their favorite slide. Whoosh! Flip Flop whizzed down the ice. Whee! I'm flying, squealed Flip Flop.
Yay.
But then... Splash! Help! Cried Flip Flop as he crashed into the sea. It was very peaceful and quiet down there under the sea. There were lots of fish and other floaty things. Wow, said Flip Flop. This is just like flying. Flip Flop couldn't really fly, but that didn't matter because Flip Flop could swim.
He was happy now.
In fact, he could swim quite beautifully.
Right? Now he's
The
happy. So penguins don't fly, right? But penguins are really good at swimming. So Flip Flop knew that a balloon or snow airplane or any of those fun things that he did would help him fly. Building wings with a tree, no. And even his friend, Mr. Polar Bear, tried to help him. And he did help him because he showed him you might not be able to fly, but you're a really good swimmer, right? That was being a really nice friend. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make our own Flip Flop penguin. Does that sound like fun? So I am going to send paper on the computer to your mommies and daddies so that they can help you cut out to make a penguin. So I cut out a big piece of black paper because this is like the big body of the penguin, right? Penguins are black and white. And then I cut out a smaller piece, but it's not the same color. And it goes in front. It's the penguin's belly. Then I cut out 2 big white circles. What do you think we're going to use these for? The penguin needs to see with his eyes. So we're going to put these 2 big white circles on for his eyes. And then we're going to put 2 little black circles down inside the white circles for him to see. Maybe he's looking over here or up or down. You can put them anywhere you want. And the last thing that we have to cut out is something for the penguin to use for smelling. It's called a beak. And I cut out a shape like a triangle, up, down, across. And I use the color yellow. So let's see if we can put this together. So first I have my big black piece for the penguin's body. And inside the body goes the belly. So I need to find my glue stick, and go twist, twist, twist. So I'm going to put some glue on my penguin's body and put down the penguin's belly. Pat, 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 right? Almost. Then, remember I said I have 2 big white circles for his eyes. So I'm going to put one circle on top and one circle on top. 2 circles of glue. 1, 2. Now those don't really look like eyes yet because he's not looking somewhere. So that's why we cut out 2 small little black eyes. So when we put these inside the little eye, the big white ones, he can be looking up or down or side to side or even right in the middle. So you can put these little black circles anywhere inside the big white circle. So my penguin is looking down and to the side. Do you see? He's looking down here. Now, do you remember the other thing that we need to put on? We need to put his beak on. What shape is his beak or his nose? A triangle. So we're going to put the triangle under his eyes. Just a little bit. Look what we made. Should we make our penguin happy or sad because Flip Flop couldn't fly? But he ended up being happy in the end, right? So I'm going to take one of my markers and I'm going to make a big smiley face because Flip Flop was happy that he learned how to swim and he was a really good swimmer, right? So you can make a penguin at your house with your family and you can give your penguin a name, just like the name in the penguin in the book called Flip Flop. My penguin's going to be Pete the Penguin. Hello there, my name is Pete. How are you today? Would you like to play a game with me? Some of my penguins are lost and they need to find their house. And their house is made like an igloo, but their house is different shapes. We have a triangle igloo, a square igloo, and a circle igloo. Can you help my friends find their house, please? Okay, so let's see if we can help Pete. I'm going to hang Pete up over here because he is going to help his friends. He's looking, and there's his friend. What should we call his friend? Maybe she'll be a girl. Penelope. Pete and Penelope, and they're going to help their friends find their igloo house. So are you ready? I have my first penguin. He needs to find his house. Can you help him? What shape is this? It's a square. All the sides are the same. So let's find the igloo that Mr. Square Penguin lives in. Does this match? No. Does this match? Yes. So there is Mr. Square's penguin igloo. Right there's a square. And here's a square. Okay, what's next? Here is Mr. Circle Penguin. What color igloo do you think Mr. Circle Penguin is going to have? Red, good job. So let's find his matching igloo. Is that a circle igloo? No. And Mr. Square already found his igloo, so they can't live inside the same igloo. But what about this one? Does this match? They do. Mr. Circle Penguin lives inside the circle igloo. We have one more igloo. Who remembers what shape is this igloo? It has 3 sides and 3 points. It's called a triangle. And here is Mr. Triangle Penguin that lives in the triangle igloo. What color is Mr. Triangle's igloo? Blue. You are so smart. So we know that this is the match because Mr. Triangle can't live in a square igloo and he doesn't live in the circle igloo. He lives in the triangle igloo, right? Yes. So my friends, Pete the Penguin and Penelope the Penguin helped their friends find their igloo. That was very nice of them, right? Good job. So I think we're finished for today. And I'm going to send home these papers so that you guys can play these games with your family, with your moms, your dads, your grandma, your grandpas, and even if you have a brother or sister, you can play with them too. And there are even more shapes that you can try to find. Maybe you could match a rectangle or a diamond. Those are other fun shapes that you can do. But don't forget to make your penguin so that your penguin can help the other penguins find their home. Okay, guys, I hope you liked our story. And I hope that you remember penguins don't fly. You can't fly with balloons and you can't fly with a snow airplane, right? Okay. All right, stay safe and stay warm and make sure you dress nice and cozy when you go outside. And when you're all done, come in and have a nice warm cup of hot cocoa. Bye, guys. See you soon.